Go that way. Don't you even. One time around first. Well, you could. I just want to control things, okay? Just a little bit. I just want to control things. A little control. You can grab it now. Yeah. Oh, I can grab one? Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. Well, I guess
there are no rules.
I guess I could, yeah.
Lip. Phil Phails.
Phil Lip.
Phil Phails. Phil Lip.
Phil Lip.
Philip.
I'll answer to Phil. What qualities do you admire in your co-owners?
Oh, that's sweet.
I like that.
Anonymous. Phil for you. Question answer. Asker. What qualities do you admire in your co-owners? Starting with Karlie.
Like, I have to answer or they have to answer
You
about
have
me?
to. Ooh. They answer about you. I like that. I meant that all along. That's what I meant. Starting with what we admire about Karlie. And I want just wash her with love and appreciation, admiration. She will not be embarrassed or be challenged by that.
That's funny.
What do you admire about Karlie?
I can't look.
I admire. I really appreciate you are very precise about, like, you don't leave 30-minute messages. You leave very succinct, I feel like clearly communicated
I
messages.
do, and then I delete them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
You leave the 30 minutes and you delete them?
You don't.
30 minutes, but
No.
sometimes I will go on and on and on, and then I feel like I can't send it.
I think that happens very rarely because I notice when things are deleted because I'm always the person that's
No, I mean, like, I don't even send it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'll hear my own voice, like, where I'm like, wow, I'm still talking. And then I'll just start over.
So back to admiring Karlie.
Yeah.
She's going to try to railroad us on this, okay?
Yeah, totally.
Because it's uncomfortable to get appreciation. It's hard. At least it is for me.
No, I've always appreciated that. Even from the very beginning. I remember one of our first meetings. Here we go. I remember one of our first meetings at Epoch, and I was kind of trying to express, like, we don't know what we're saying yes to, basically.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. And I just, like, rambled on because I felt, and I, like, y'all kind of were, like, looking, and then I feel like Karlie looked over at you. Y'all were sitting like this. Karlie was here, and, like, kind of looked over, and I was like, I'm rambling. I need to like finish my thought. And then I feel like you said something next, and it was just like 2 sentences and like everything I was trying to say. I'm like, yeah, that's what
She's a good translator. She can, like, really synthesize the information that she hears.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This came up with you, the precision and like how that's something that's like consistently reflected from like all areas of my life or people.
And it just came back again.
Life.
Anything else? Is there another admiration?
I'm not sure how to put this into words.
You could do it in interpretive dance.
No one should do that.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It was a joke.
I know. I'm just goofing.
I think it is.
It would have been funny, huh?
Can I say it?
Yeah, go.
Okay. I think it's you have a willingness to reflect and kind of I don't know how to put this into words. You have this ability to be able to kind of, so detach is not the right word, but kind of step outside of something so that you can kind of clearly reflect about how you're feeling or how to move forward. Or whereas like sometimes I can't step outside of the situation to get a clearer picture. Does that make sense? No.
Oh, translator.
Okay.
Can you say it better?
Yeah, let me think.
To tune into the
no,
universe. Tune in.
Yeah, that's always helpful. So
That sounds always helpful.
I'm trying to think of like yeah, I know sometimes I can get like real wrapped up like in the thing that's happening. So being able to step back and see the forest for the trees, right? Like sometimes maybe this is where, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll be like talking through a thing and going through a few rounds, passing the metaphorical hat.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, I can often see, I'm visualizing times when we've had meetings and just like, it kind of goes around. And then Karlie will like nail it with those two sentences. You know what I mean?
Synthesize.
Like, yeah, synthesize. Maybe. Is that sort of?
Kind of, no,
it's
but
not.
there's another piece.
Try again, Mary.
I know. I'm sorry. I do it
You did a great job.
No, thank you.
You want to dance it? You try to dance?
So as owners, like, we have a lot of responsibility, and sometimes we make mistakes, right? And sometimes we have to all three kind of approach a situation, right? And I'm thinking of like one specific situation that happened not too long ago where there was a student and there was some conflict, right? And it's almost like a therapist perspective that you sometimes take, where you look at it and you might be able to see like your part in it, but you don't take full responsibility for it. And that gives you clarity that I might not have because I'm still stuck, like really taking all of it personal, if that makes sense.
Like detachment? Like
yeah.
The fly on the wall to like step outside of it?
And so like with this specific situation, I think we all did kind of the best that we could, but I think I probably took a lot longer to get to that than like, let's say you did, because you're able to kind of step outside of it and not take it all so personally and then recognize your part, but then leave the rest. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Does it land for you? Do you think like I've got these qualities?
I don't know.
Are they surprising?
I mean, definitely like that in that example, I think I know what you're talking about. But it's hard for me to like think of it in other instances.
And Mary, what do we admire? What qualities do you admire about Mary as your co-owner partner? They're like got Cheshire's cat grins over here. What's going on? I'll do the sound.
Trying to also like say it's hard to put things into words.
We can skip this question.
No, you will stop that right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
No.
Sit. Stay.
No. That's.
I'm joking.
No.
I feel like you have a lot of clarity in a different way. And there's like this directness, like once you decide something.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but
is this a compliment?
It is. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much from it. Whereas I like overthink and don't like I can't even say the amount of things that I am like stagnant on and don't. I follow through with so many more of my ideas or concepts because I feel like I've learned of just like you can try it and if it doesn't work, it's like not the end of the world either. So there is this like decisiveness and I don't even know that it's like this is the right thing. I don't think that that's even it. It's like I can try this thing and like I'm gonna try this thing, which is really beautiful because I don't always operate in that way and I try to incorporate that more. I'm like, I can just try it. Like I can just try it. And I feel like you apply that, like you believe, it feels like in some ways you believe in yourself and you also like believe in others also. So there's like that like reciprocation of energy all the time. So yeah, I admire that.
It's similar to what I was thinking. I think the word that probably makes the most sense for me to try to describe like what I admire is determination. Like I feel like you will like set your sights on something, and then we all have things that like goals or things that we set our sights on, but also for me sometimes I'll have an idea about something and maybe I will verbalize it or I won't, but I have like a lot of self-doubt sometimes. And I'm sure everyone does. Mm-hmm. But from what I see, it feels like you have less. Like you're like have your sights on something and you're like so determined to just like aim for that thing with less self-doubt than I feel like I feel, and I admire that.
Thanks. Hollie.
We can just skip this.
Okay, past that. I'm just kidding.
I think similar to what you were saying about me, you do take things slower, and I actually appreciate that because it tells me sometimes to slow down, to really think about things before stepping into something so that it's done more thoughtfully rather than sometimes I'd be like, we're gonna do this, you know? And I'll say, wait. Which, you know, is very helpful sometimes to slow down and really be thoughtful about something before doing it. But that's not the biggest thing. I have to think about the other things that are bigger. I think.
When I think about the question and admiration, I just feel like you have immense compassion and patience behind it that I am not willing to give. Not the compassion I am, but I don't always have the patience to lean into it. And you have both, which I think compassion, one can feel compassion or be in a place of compassion or have a compassionate mindset about wanting to be in that space as best as possible, but without the patience I can't really follow through. And I see you have I'm sure repeating myself, but the patience underneath the compassion that allows you to open more fully.
I thought of mine. We're not passing that yet. I as you were talking about that, I was like, that's what it is. You're multifaceted in unbelievable ways. And I remember, as I've gotten to know you, it's like, wow, she's really knowledgeable about this. Wow, she's really creative in this way. Wow, she can make graphics and she homeschools her boys and she does all these things. And then you go on survival camping trips. And there's just so many things. And then when you came out with your art series, I was like, fuck, Hollie. Another amazing thing that was so surprising because even that alone, have you seen her posts on Instagram?
Yeah.
Facebook?
Oh yeah. The art, yes.
The art.
Really cool.
It's so brave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The images themselves are so brave, but then everything that you're writing, and it was, I see you as this brave, multifaceted, amazing woman, but then seeing the art, I was like, wow, it was, I don't know. I don't have the words. So I think the multifaceted aspect of you, I deeply admire.
She gets lit off. Do y'all feel loved by each other or seen?
Yeah, I feel like I want to keep talking about that. I have more things that are coming up.
You don't get to.
But, no!
I'm the guidance one here.
Oh.
I'll allow it.
No, I don't know. I just feel like
Mary.
Okay.
I said I would allow it, Hollie.
Okay, I don't know, but then you said that, and then it all went away. I don't know.
Then I don't allow it.
Okay.
Did you come back?
Maybe.
then I allow
will
it again.
He's trying. What is that called? Like,
What?
Reverse
Reverse
psychology.
psychology.
yeah,
Psychology.
yeah.
I tried to reverse psychology, but I'm not a psychologist.
Really.
Did he come back? Okay.